Good afternoon, boomers. It's the voice here, the crypto commander and chief, back with another live stream. Bitcoin against slowing economy. Bitcoin against the slowing economy out there. It's not looking good for the economy on the fiat. And it's another reason to dip, dive, and slide into the bits, more bits, and more kabooms. Dolphin 134, Jigger Roams, Lucky Lewis. Welcome. Happy Friday. TGIF to everybody out there, all the wages. Hopefully you can find a way out of the matrix and do it yourself. Nobody wants to call another man their boss. Nobody should. You know, I understand sometimes you have to. But hopefully you could navigate and sail in another direction to DIY. Shout out to Dolphin 134, Jigger Roams, Lucky Lewis. Guys, make sure you're touching the buttons to like, to subscribe, to post notification. We got to do something to the algos out here. Let them know that we're out here booming with the best of them. Apparently the Fed's going to take their interest rates to zero. We got a billionaire investor talking about what people could be doing to combat this slowing economy, and Bitcoin is in the equation. We'll have more Bitcoin price predictions. They're from 7,000 up to, I don't even know, 30, 40,000. I'll be talking about that. And we'll talk about what Mike Novogratz said as far as his price predictions. You know, he's one of the few suits that I respect when it comes to the bits. Let's check out today's mathematics, CMC, see how healthy or ill things are looking today before we dip into the matter at hand. Let me share my screen, turn off these coins, hit refresh out here. Boom the Bits is here. I see you, Boom the Bits. Coin market cap currently at 272 billion. 272 billion. Looking slim. I told you guys yesterday, Bitcoin consolidation. It's going to be quiet for at least a month, I would say. I think that all the action already occurred. Maybe we'll see more action at the beginning of the fall or something, or at the end of the year. But I think the action for the summer already occurred, if you ask me. I think we're going to be in a consolidation period. It could be for a season 2. Some are saying into spring 2020. Check out yesterday's live stream for more info on that. Current market cap at 272 billion. Bitcoin dominance at 64.2%. It's, you know, it's retracted a little bit, but it's still about the same. Bitcoin there at 98.18. Ether at 218, looking slim. Litecoin at 93. Bitcoin Cash moving up today at 316. Binance, a number 6 coin. Who would have thought, huh? Binance surpassed EOS. Binance at $28, still looking good under 30 bucks. EOS at 457. Satoshi Vision, I don't even know how it's even in the top 10. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know who's buying into this or who's using it. Apparently it's being pumped. Some say you know, it's being manipulated. I haven't seen any direct evidence of that, but it could be the case. Boom the Bits just dropped me 20 SEKs. Kaboom to you. Let me just snipe out a funny bunny. Why not? Shout out to Boom the Bits. I know you've gave us SEK before, Boom the Bits, and I keep forgetting what country that's from. Was it Switzerland? Sweden? I'm not sure, but I appreciate the 20 SEK. Boom the Bits, our crypto maniac brother here, showing love in the population of the chat box. Guys, make sure you're showing love. Follow the leader here, Boom the Bits. Don't show up to the party empty-handed. Send a little super chat if you choose. If not, you could send it directly through the BAT browser. We got crypto addresses in the description. If you're broke, we understand. That's all right. Share this on your social media networks. Let the world know that you're booming with the champ. Boom the Bit said Sweden, bro. Okay, all right. Shout out to Sweden. I know it was one of those. I appreciate you, champ. Keep booming. Thank you so much. I appreciate you too, Boom the Bits. Thank you for your gratuity. Let me drop another bomb for you. Stellar's there at 8 cents, up at 1%. You got Cardano at 6 cents. Cardano moving back up to a number 11. Okay, Cardano moved ahead of Tron. How about that? After people were trashing Cardano in the stream yesterday. You know, people seem to be upset. It seems like there's a few people, or more than a few, a significant amount of people are upset that Cardano's not up and running. You got Tron there at 2 cents, Monero at 79. What did I say about Monero, guys? I'm going to keep telling you guys, Monero will always, I don't know about always, but it usually seems to be in the top 15. A silent sniper, and like I said yesterday, I think Monero is a truer crypto than Bitcoin itself. Although I got to hold the bits, though, because you got to follow the leader. You know how it goes. $79 on Monero. Leo at 128. Dash at 114. Neo at 1197. And Chainlink at 241. It looks like Chainlink lost a little weight and lost a rank there to Neo. You know, I got like half a nickel on Neo. And I'm trying to stack some Chainlink. But I wonder if the hype train has left with Chainlink. I'm seeing other coins memed out there. One Harmony, Quant, and a few others. I may have to do a video on that. I keep saying that, but I haven't delivered. I'm going to do that maybe next week. Wen Shelley says Dolphin 134. Indeed, Wen Shelley. Seems like people are upset about that. People were trash talking Cardano. I like Cardano. I think it's a good idea. I think that there is talent behind the team. It's just a shame that they haven't been able to deliver. Perhaps maybe that could be attributed to their academic peer review process. Maybe that's not carrying over well to the market. I'm not sure. You know, I don't know. I would like to see this thing up and running. But anyhow, enough for Cardano. My bag's not substantial enough to even worry. I know other people may have overextended themselves, but, you know, hopefully you didn't. Shout out to Dolphin134, Trap Talk TV, Boom the Bits, and the rest of them. We got Mike Novogratz. He says, upon an increase in institutional interest, Bitcoin should return to 20K before the end of 2019. So Mike Novogratz, they're at a Galaxy Digital, believes that the institutional interest would see Bitcoin jumping back to its all-time highs of 20K before the end of 2019. Now, this goes against what we were saying yesterday. I think we're going to be more in a consolidation period until 2020, probably early 2020. But, you know, this is give or take 3-4 months, plus or minus 3-4 months. You know, at the end of the year, it could be November, it could be December, or we could see a boom in March or April. You know, it's coming soon to a coin market cap near you. I have this link down below. Novogratz said that once institutions show increased interest, the Bitcoin price should return back to 20K by the end of 2019. One thing that I'm thinking about is that once we get close to 20K, whether it be, you know, at the end of the year or in 2020, I think that's when the retail FOMO is going to start. I think retail already saw a $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 Bitcoin. It's not going to attract them. But once they start hearing of a $20,000, $25,000 Bitcoin, they may FOMO in. You know, there's some dumb money out there. Negus says Ripple's the one and only one. Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely. We'll see how that works out for you, Negus. Go ahead and hold that Ripple bag and come check me out in a couple of years while we're stacking these bits and kabooming them all day long. Shout out to Lucian. He says, hey, champ. I see you, Lucian, another crypto maniac soldier sniping at the funny bunnies. I can't understand how people don't see that Ripple is a glorified database. Or maybe he's trolling, you know. But anyhow, whatever. Mark D says 20K is only a 2X. If Bitcoin can't do that, I'm better off in stocks. Beyond Meetup, 10X last 3 months. Bitcoin needs to take the needle. I think that Bitcoin will kaboom. You know, it could be the end of the year. It could be early spring. But, you know, it'll 2X in less than 365 days. That's what I believe. And by this time, you know, maybe not this time next year. I would say by August of 2020, which is about 14, 15 months from now, 14 months, let's say, we should be at 2X is what I'm saying. When Bitcoin will hit 20K, it will jump to 50 and 100K in a month because all the FOMO. Yeah, I think once we see 20K, I think that's when the retail FOMO will start kicking in. And, you know, your average Joe will start throwing it. You know, just like people FOMO'd in when it was, you know, went over 10K for the first time. People FOMO'd in. You got people buying at 12, 13, 14. Then, you know, that first time when it pumped to, you know, 20,000, those people bought 13, 14 at that point. And then a few weeks later, it hit, you know, all-time highs and then crashed. So they were stuck holding the bag for a while. And I think we're going to see some of that similar action once we hit 20K. You'll probably see people buying in at 17, 18. It may hit 20, then 25, 30, 40, and then it may crash again. I don't know. But you got a point there, Lucian. We got some more Bitcoin price predictions over there on CoinGape. We got all kinds of price predictions. Bitcoin price predictions for 2019 end range between $7,500 and $42,000. So, I mean, you got all kinds of price predictions. Bitcoin has gained over 150% since the beginning of the year. Trading in BTC in 2019 began around $3,770. So don't forget about that. We started off in the $3,000 range this year, and we're pumping to 10,000. So if you think Bitcoin's not moving, I mean, just in less than in about 7 months we've kapumped here. So I think people are getting ahead of themselves. People are thirsty for blood. I get it. You want to see 20K all again. We got to be patient out there, Tigers. The yearly movement in price has instilled strong confidence in the bulls. However, it's also unlikely that traders have forgotten crypto winter. Now that we are past halfway into the year, Bitcoin is hovering around 10K. Look at this. So let's see what some of these price predictions. So B Biddles, okay, whoever this guy is. Who's this? Who's B Biddles? I'm going to skip his price prediction because I never heard of him. Tone Vase is also persistent on the price being lower than 10K by the end of the year. He noted in an interview with Block TV. So he's kind of bearish. And listen, I kind of said that too, though. Okay, I kind of said that too. It could be lower than 10K at the end of the year. I said that earlier, before the little baby bull run. Let's see what the CEO of Pantera Capital, Dan Helderman, noted in a recent podcast episode. Bitcoin could hit $42,000 by year's end and $356,000 a couple years after that. This is a price prediction from Dan Helderman in a recent podcast episode. He's the CEO of Pantera Capital. Okay, Maddie Greenspan, the senior market analyst at eToro, recently noted in the crypto market a lot of the valuation for specific coins is based on hype, as the more well-known networks tend to attract more participants, more usage, more investments. He also noted it's always been a bit funny to me when this happens in the stock markets, though. For example, Tesla is currently trading higher than Ford, even though Ford earns 7.5 times more money. So that's funny. Will we see like ERC20 tokens trading higher than Ethereum? I mean, certainly Maker is, but that's probably due to the very low circulating supply. We got all kinds of crazy price predictions out here. Everybody has an opinion. Some are saying it could be as low as 75. Who said 75? Tyler Jenks, an experienced Bitcoin traders. I believe this is the guy that passed away, so rest in peace. Also noted that a drop to 7,500, 8,500 is on the cards. And, I don't know if it's going to go that low, but I said, 88, 85 is definitely on the cards. I'm not sure if we'll see it, but, it's definitely a possibility. Well, you got this guy out of Pantera. Who's this crypto maniac again? What's his name? Dan Helderman. He says Bitcoin could hit 42,000 by the year's end. And 356 at a couple years after that. Let me check out the population of the chat box here. I see some messages. Coin Collector says Ripple shit, Nano's king. I haven't heard much about Nano lately, I'll tell you that. The biggest problem with Bitcoin is too few whales have too much power. I don't see how this situation changes. Mark D says opinions are like assholes. Yeah, everybody has an opinions. I don't know if anybody really knows what's going to happen as far as the price. Marlon says, what up, champ? I see you, Marlon. We bottomed out, and now we go to the moon, says Punish GT. Let's pray we can get back down to 7K or sub 6K. Yeah, that's highly unlikely. I think it's highly unlikely. I think maybe perhaps the 8K range is a possibility, but I don't know. I don't think. I think this train has a little more gas than we expect. Although I do think we're going to be in a consolidation and accumulation period until the end of the year, more likely till 2020. All the people crying at 14 wanting a whole Bitcoin should be ready to pounce at 7K. Yeah, I think anything under 10K is worth taking a stab at. I think under 10K, if you get under 10K and it 2X's by the end of the year, are you going to get mad if you got it at 8 or 9? I mean, come on. All the people crying, we read that. Boom the Bib says Bitcoin is capitalistic by nature. That makes sense. Bobby Trump says, what is Bitcoin? I got recommended this from YouTube on the homepage. Says Bobby Trump, well, welcome. You're here with your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber, Kapumpin' with the best of them. Bitcoin is the alternative frequency here. Bitcoin is the alternative frequency to the worthless paper fiat currency that you're holding in your pocket. I'm waiting for Litecoin to start pumping alt season. So am I there, Punish GT. It's been a slow pump there for Litecoin. Hopefully it gets moving sooner or later. Let's talk about what this billionaire investor Kyle Bass has to say. Fed will take interest rates to zero. And I've told you guys, they're basically hyperinflating the paper. It's worthless at this point, guys. They're printing money. The rates are zero. They're probably going to end up being negative rates. They're probably going to pay you to take loans out at this point. The founder and chief investment officer of Hyman Capital, or Heyman, excuse me, told CNBC that he doesn't see Fed rate cuts as a viable method to expand the U.S. economy. He predicted a shallow recession in early 2020. So he's predicting, this billionaire is predicting a baby recession, adding that it would prompt the central bank to cut interest rates to zero. We believe rate cuts are less and less effective once you've been at zero rate bound. They will have less likely efficiency. I think in early 2020, you're just going to see softness in the U.S. economy. He says that the U.S. economy is going soft out there, boomers. We might have a shallow recession, okay? He goes on to say it's Bitcoin against the slowing economy. That's the topic of the day. The comments closely followed Bass' views on the ongoing U.S.-China trade war. He doubted that the two super economies would even reach a deal, saying that China never lives up to their promises. Doubtful of Fed response as well. Bass said investors should start looking for long-duration assets as a hedge. The best way to defend your investments in an environment like that is to buy long-duration assets. You want to own apartment, you want to own office buildings, and you want to own long bonds. And I'll say you would want to own Bitcoin as well. It's no secret why. Then he goes on to say, the hedge fund manager correlated the rise of gold and Bitcoin prices as an indicator of a slow economy. So this is what the billionaire has to say. It's no secret why Bitcoin, which he doesn't own, and gold are starting to do well again. Everyone sees the writing on the wall. So, I mean, even though he doesn't even have bits, he's starting to admit it himself. So everybody sees the writing on the wall. Holding these paper bags here of fiat currency is probably not the best option. He's recommending long duration assets, apartments, office buildings, long bonds, and he sees gold and Bitcoin in that category as well. Long duration. So there you go, guys. This is a billionaire talking. These people know what's going on. Some of them do. So read this, and I'm not going to read the whole article, but Bitcoin against the slowing economy. He's expecting it. Punish says if the price falls, he'll buy more. So good for me when the price goes back up. Marlon says negative rates will result in banks charging people to hold money in savings and Fed paying banks to borrow money. Yeah, it's a shit show out there. It's they're debasing the currency, and they basically admitted to it. If Bitcoin go down to 3K, probably we won't be long at 3K again. I don't think it's going to go that low. Marlon says U.S. never lives up to its promises. We are the biggest liars. We're not the liars, though. It's the American empire ran by a few, okay? But they, obviously they're not representing the people. So to say we, I would say they, okay? Because, we're not lying out here. We're speaking truth and doing our best to do that. Promised the whole world we would be back the dollar with gold, and they lied. Yeah, they definitely lied out there. But yeah, I wouldn't say we, Marlon. It's they, because, we didn't have nothing to do with that. And, I would say it's those that run the empire. It's the oligarchs that run the empire. Ten-four, Roger that. My mic was muted. Drop a 10-4 if you could read me. I had to reconnect the microphone there. U.S. is in no position to tell China anything about keeping its word. As Trump's, the Niagara family says, as Trump said he doesn't like Bitcoin, I'm staying in stocks. I really don't trust Bitcoin, Ripple, or any other crypto for that matter. If you don't trust it there, family, then you don't need to buy into it. Nobody's forcing you. That's the thing. It's, you should have your decision, make your decision, if you trust it or not. Crypto Stack says, so why are you here then? Yeah, exactly. That's a better question. If you don't trust it and you want nothing to do with it, then you probably shouldn't be here. Go do something else. Marlon says, okay, the U.S. government and the oligarchs. Exactly, Marlon. So, to say we, they don't represent we. They're not representing the community out there. Absolutely not. Meatruck says loud and clear, thank you. I'm here talking, and, I didn't know if you guys could hear me, but yeah, thank you. 16 Crypto Maniac Soldiers, Meatruck, Marlon Jones, Crypto Stacks, Punish GT, 300 Crypto Spartans here in the population of the chat box. Fed will take interest rates to zero, says billionaire investor Kyle Bass. He can see Bitcoin as an option against this slowing economy. An option against this slowing economy. The best way to defend your investment, says the billionaire, in an environment like this is to buy long duration assets, apartments, office buildings, long bonds. And he also says it's no secret why Bitcoin and gold are starting to do well again. Everyone sees the writing on the wall. Kaboom. So during this consolidation period, you guys should start considering a reaccumulation here. I would recommend. It's in my opinion, because I'm not making any advice. I'm not giving out advice here. I'm not your daddy or your advisor, but I definitely have the opinion that everybody should have one Bitcoin under the pillow. Okay? Shout out to Bruno, Marlon, Meatruck. Marlon says, hey, you got to kick this guy out the box. Come on, champ. Yeah, we'll give him we'll give him a pass here. I don't know if he's for real or not, but if he comes with the funny bunny, we'll snipe him out the box. You know the deal out here. We are not hesitant to waste them out the box. So hopefully they tread lightly. Punish GT says, daddy. No, I'm not anybody's crypto daddy. Indeed, I'm not anybody's crypto daddy. Marlon says his handle's very funny, bunny. Indeed. But, I'm not here. I don't care about his handle or not. He just got to, what he says here in the box should tread lightly. And, if he's not a fan of Bitcoin, that's fine. If you're not a fan of Bitcoin, that's fine. But you got to ask yourself why you were even here. Silver brightens my spirit, says Bruno. Silver is looking okay. They're saying silver is like the most undervalued asset out there. At the same token, they're saying that silver is also highly manipulated by JP Morgans and the likes. Let's check out the silver charts now that you brought it up. Shout out to my metalheads worldwide. I see the gold charts. Where are my silver charts? There you go. $16 on the silver. Let's check out the 3 months on silver here, boomers. Nice little rise. Nice little rise there. Let's check out the 1 month. Yeah, 1 month has been healthy for silver. And gold as well. So you could see this kind of coincides with what this billionaire investors are saying. Long duration assets. Gold hasn't performed as well as silver. So silver's been a better deal. Here's the 1 month for gold. So it's been a little bit, peaks and valleys. Silver definitely is moving better. Let's check out the 3 months for gold. Yeah, for the 3 months, gold is definitely looking good. And then we'll look at silver again. This is the 3 months for silver. So silver's definitely pumped a little bit more. And then let's look at Bitcoin on the same time period. So it looks like it kaboomed a little earlier than both the metals. Smart Platypus says, hey, didn't receive the live notification. Yeah, that's, happens all the time there, Platypus. That's why I say you got to bookmark the page and come check us out. Take it upon yourself to, come check out the page, because you're not going to get a notification. I mean, most of the boomers, they get maybe 1 out of every 10 or 15 videos they'll get notified. So don't count on that. If you are in crypto, you have to love Trump advocated to inflate the dollar by cutting rates, but this shows he obviously knows nothing about money. I mean, he's definitely creating more money to buy Bitcoin. That's, it's more money to buy Bitcoin, that's for sure. And more incentive to get into a long duration asset like Bitcoin and gold, and these, what the billionaire said, it's absolutely true. So he's actually helping it. You're right. JP is sitting on the largest reserve amassed in recorded history. I think you're talking about silver. Dolphin got cut off. He was taking fire. Okay. Everything seems to be smooth here on this end. Stream health is on green. And everybody said, Roger that, 10-4. I'll take a few more comments and questions before I go ahead and tune the broadcast down. I'm trying to keep things closer to 30 minutes just to switch it up here on the algorithms. I know most of the live streams were like 45 minutes to an hour, which I enjoy. Now I'm just trying out like a 30-minute format to see if that switches up. But, we've been shadow banned out there, guys. It seems like they throttle most of our videos. We have, close to 15,000 subscribers. And, the math doesn't work out. Champ, I'd love to get a deeper discussion on real estate someday from you. I'm not a real estate professional, but, I think that in some cases it could be a good move, but it depends on the specific deal. JP's a bunch of clowns, says Marlon. Jamie regrets calling Bitcoin a fraud. Another clown that doesn't understand money. Yeah, or maybe he did. Maybe he was just trashing it so he could buy more on the back end, because that's kind of what happened. I think he said Bitcoin was a fraud, and I think that same week or two, the firm placed a lot of Bitcoin orders, is what I remember. Wayne Guy says, how could I get one if I'm still in middle school? I've been trying to mine, but it's too confusing with the software and stuff. I don't think it's worth mining. And if you're still in middle school, I mean, you may, you're still underage. You got to talk to your parents. At the end of the day, this is for adults. You got to wait. Maybe talk to your parents about it and see what they say. That's all I can say. At the end of the day, this is for adults. Marlon says, seems like the U.S. leaders and businessmen, the smartest guys in the room, are in reality a bunch of know-nothings. It seems like the majority are. You may have a point there. Punish says, clown saying crypto's a Ponzi scheme. Yeah, first they ridicule you, then they try to fight you, and then they join you, right? 20 crypto maniac soldiers here in the population of the chat box. Hope everybody's enjoying their Friday. Shout out to the wages out there that are doing their best to go ahead and detach from the corporate matrix, from calling another man their boss, and doing their best to do it themselves and be self-sustainable out there. I really feel for you guys. And I'm sending my positive energy your way. Shout out to Bruno, Punish GT, Marlon Jones, Wayne, the youngster. Don't mean to, single you out here, but, I got to call it how it is. This is for adults. So, if you're interested in Bitcoin, ask, the adults. Ask your parents, because at the end of the day, this show's for adults. Yeah, you could tell your mom and dad to look at Coinbase or a Gemini account. And that way you could buy Bitcoin instead of trying to mine it, because it's too difficult to mine right now. You won't be able to do it from home. It's probably not worth it. Punish said, thank you for a lovely stream. Hope you're doing good, bro. See you tomorrow. One more of awesome stream. Yeah, I actually see you guys on Monday. I usually don't stream on the weekends. So, I'm here during the weekdays every single day, every weekday. We're here with the good crypto word and staying up to date with the latest kapump. And we'll be here. I said that at least to this happening. 2020 is where I've always been aiming the long range sniper scope. Crypto Stack says, Champ, I'm a bit nervous, but I'm making the decision to start my own granite shop. Tired of making other tons of money. Time for me to do me. There you go. Congratulations to you. And we're sending our positive energy your way. And I really respect that. Granite shop, it seems like you're working with your hands out there. And, labor's the real source of value at the end of the day. We could speculate here and there, but the real value is in labor. You got to work. It's the real work out there. Marlon says he admires a youngster that wants the BTC. You're indeed the future. Yeah, shout out to the youngster. But, you know, I gotta, you know, I'm running a channel here, and, you know, I gotta keep it 1,000. I'm not targeting the youngsters, but and I respect those youngsters, and I encourage them to talk to their parents about it and show them, you know, Coinbase, Gemini. You could buy it. You could maybe, you know, set up a savings account through them or something. I don't know, you know, but I'm not giving advice. Shout out to Satoshi, Special Ed, Andrew, Marlin, Crypto Stacks, and the rest of the boomers out there. I'm going to go ahead and take, you know, another minute or so for comments and questions, and I'm going to land the plane directly here on the tarmac. Shout out to my crypto license drivers, my crypto aviators worldwide. Shout out to Special Ed, Satoshi, Crypto Stacks, Punish GT, Wayne, our youngster out there learning about Bitcoin, Mark D, and the rest of the boomers out there. On that note, guys, I'm out of here. Make sure you subscribe to the page. Download the Brave browser. You can start earning BAT tokens just by surfing the internet. It works just like the Google Chrome browser. You download the browser. It blocks ads. And if you turn on a feature, you can earn BAT tokens by checking out those ads. It's not a lot, but, you know, it's definitely an easy way to earn crypto. Also, check out all the other videos I have linked down below. Recommended crypto vids, the exchange links, and the water filters, guys. I hope you guys are drinking clean water. I don't want you calcifying your pineal gland by drinking too much fluoridated water. On that note, guys, I'm out of here, guys. Shout out to all the boomers out there. Soulless, Punish GT, Mark D, Satoshi, Special Ed, Marlon. I see you guys. I'll see you on Monday. It's the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's biggest cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in.